they give you aliens for your butthole.
If you like, I'm gonna put my point to the camera. If you put your butt and you like spray it like that guy on YouTube,
if you have his ass,
and you
so
put
just spread your ass
and
a
you
little
put
bit.
and you
Just-
put like the
just-
3 fingers and you put like.
Wait, this is thumbnail.
Oh, like this?
Yeah.
Wait, I got. Is that your? Why do you swing your hand like that?
I'm like him. What do you mean? How do I swing my hand? Like I walk like this.
Yeah, no, I'm watching you walk like
The way I
that.
swing my hand.
Yes,
I'm not gay, bro.
I didn't say that.
That's what he's saying to me. He said this to me every day. You know, he called me the F slur before the podcast began.
Okay. You said I could say it now.
By that I mean fun guy.
Yeah. Okay. Well.
Don't eat it.
Dublin. How do people usually open podcasts? It's been so long.
It's not. It's not been that
It's been
long.
a very long time. Oh
Really
wait, I have to.
hasn't. We just missed that last Saturday.
You getting some of these droplets?
No, I didn't even. Do you have sweat in your hair?
Just like all over the place.
That's a dog's life. I saw this video of this guy that incubates baby lizards
Yeah.
on YouTube Shorts, and I didn't like it
Oh, okay.
because there was so much goo, and I was like, how can this be on the platform? And at the end of the video, he's like, I'm actually gonna throw up. He was like, I recorded the birth, like the birthing
Yeah.
of the eggs, like the and the eggs coming out of their shells going.
And he's like, I'll upload that if it gets 100 likes.
No, he said it's on my Patreon.
Whoa.
Wait, I can't believe we never talked about this. Just on Patreon, this is a weird shift, but first of all, how do you feel about lizard birth?
Can we see it come out the cloaca?
Cloaca. You say it wrong every time.
Okay. It's my accent.
That's not how pronunciation works.
That's how it works.
No.
My cloaca.
Orca, like the fish.
No.
I guess it's a mammal.
My cloaca.
Cloaca.
I would like to see an egg come out of like something's.
How much money for you to hatch an egg? I know, I mean like shit out and hatch an egg. But it's like a human baby.
How much?
How much money like would it take you to do that?
Like 100.
100 what?
100 euro, like.
That's so little.
Wait, do I have to save for 9 months?
You just sit on it. Yeah, it's a 9-month incubation period. But it comes the minute that you agree, you begin to shit out the egg.
Wait, oh, what? Wait, how does that...
Because you shit out the egg, and then you have to look after the egg for 9 months. But it's a human baby in there.
Okay, but I can just put it in an incubator.
No, you don't get incubated.
Why not?
Because it's a human baby. It's
Yeah, but
different.
it's probably-
If you put an incubator, like,
So why do I have to sit... Sure, it has a way bit higher chance of dying.
because you're
My cloaca.
cloaca, and your intestines give it heat.
Can someone check if he's saying it right?
It's not check. It just is cloaca.
Let's put up on the screen how to say
Cloaca.
cloaca.
It sounds like you're saying an Australian woman's name when you say it.
Cloaca.
Yeah.
She's my girl. Tell me more about the lizard man.
That's all I had. I thought that was just disgusting. I think I just thought there was something strange about that. To be like, you can see this lizard be born on my Patreon. I'm like, who is paying? Like, who is paying to go and see this lizard be born? You know, you can look up on YouTube lizard birth, and lizard births come up
Yeah, but he has like HD video.
of specific lizards,
Yeah.
and they're chloricia.
You telling me you wouldn't want to see a Komodo dragon be born?
Only if they're the size of... Like, I wouldn't want to see a baby Komodo dragon be born. I'd want to see a full-grown Komodo dragon shoved inside another and wormed out. That's what I would like to see.
What were you gonna say about Patreons?
I was gonna say, did you see that woman that put on her Patreon? She was like I'm a true crime fiend. Like, I get these phases of loving, like, true crime shit.
True crime is not good.
No, I know it
Bad
isn't.
for you.
I know it isn't. But, it's still, like...
Entertaining, yeah.
Murder. What if he did it? There's a guy called Matt Orchard. I watch him, like, all of his videos, even when I'm not in true crime shit. And he's all his videos are really good. His newest video is about a guy that stuck his hand in a tiger cage, and it literally has the audio of the guy getting eaten by the tiger when he's calling 911. And 911, it's crazy, because he's like, I'm being fucking eaten by a tiger, and the 911 operator's like, what? You're being what? Is this a prank? It's actually harrowing, because the cop gets to the scene, and the it takes like 20 minutes, and his arm is being eaten by this tiger, and the zookeeper lady that looks after the tiger goes, "No, Echo." Because the tiger, it's just a tiger. Because this fucking idiot put his arm in a tiger cage. And then the guy's like, "Oh, please shoot it. Please." And then the cop is like, this guy in front of the cop. And he's right, by the way. I'm not criticizing him. I think he's right. This guy is getting his arm eaten off in front of this cop. And the cop looks at the zookeepers and is like, "Does anybody have a tranquilizer?" And they go, "No." And then he goes, "Oh." And he pulls out the gun and he just blasts the tiger. It didn't even die immediately.
I'm imagining like a little cat, and he has like oh,
No.
and then like
dude,
slowly he goes oh.
It's actually fucking harrowing.
No, but he goes like oh, like a caterpillar. He goes oh.
Anyway, that's a true crime guy, and he made a video about that. It's a great video.
So will I put a picture of the guy with his
You
arm
can
off?
literally while I'm saying that, put up the audio of the guy getting his arm ripped
No,
off.
I won't
Wait,
do
why
that.
not?
No, I
You
won't
don't
do
get the
that.
montage. It's only audio.
It's only audio.
I think Matt Orchard censored it, but so you can probably steal it from his video. But I'm advertising for him, so no. But what I was talking about was I don't know why I brought up Matt Orchard there, but he's like a true crime guy. There's this other true crime lady. No idea who she is. Never watched her.
Wait, so this tiger thing was just
That's just a diatribe.
right.
I just think it's interesting
That
because
he
we're in
got
the
his arm-
woods and we could be attacked by a tiger at any time.
okay.
But this true crime lady, don't know anything about her. She put up on her Patreon, pictures of a dead child. And the
Right.
full like recorded autopsy of the dead kid.
What? Like the video?
Yeah. And she was like, "Go and look on the Patreon if you want to see the uncensored pictures."
And you think you like this? You like this real good? You like?
No, I don't like her. I like Matt Orchard and tigers.
I thought you were gonna say you like dead kids. I really like them.
Well,
Wait, but how did she get it? Who did she ask? Not that I.
you
would,
can just. I'm pretty sure you can just get autopsy files.
if you're an American.
Yeah, I think if you just ask for them, they don't have to, but they might just give them to you.
Well, it's for freedom or what's the
Freedom
law
of
co-
Information Act.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's the same with a lot of Americans don't know this. They're like police scanners. You can just listen in on any police scanner.
They're
all
on public radio, aren't
Yeah,
they?
they're all public radio. The only reason the police code was invented is so that you can't tell what they're saying,
Mm.
so that they can do, violate your rights.
I could be like
or-
Spider-Woman from Spider-Man, where she says trans rights, and then she goes shing, and then she goes to the scene.
Why'd you just do the fucking Nazi salute?
No, she goes like shing with the radio.
What are you talking about?
When Gwen, she's in the pastel universe.
You don't know her.
Like I know her.
Gwen?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she has like the hair, and then she puts on the mask, and she has in the bag the little radio.
Shing?
She has the little radio.
What little fucking radio are
You know,
you
her dad's a
talking about?
cop,
Yeah.
and he has radios, and she has her own radio because she's Spider-Woman,
Oh, yeah, I remember what you're
and she
talking
puts her
about.
hand up and goes, yeah.
Y-
Why
yeah.
why do I have to describe to you?
But I don't understand why we talked about that for so long.
Because she says trans rights,
Okay.
and I love trans people, and you don't.
Do you remember how mad everyone was getting about like people on Twitter being like, "Oh my god, Gwen might be trans," and the people in the comments, "Shut the fuck up!
She's not a boy, pussy. She's
not
not a boy.
Not everyone is trans, you fucking piece of shit." But I'm pretty sure they just put that there because it doesn't matter whether Gwen is trans or not. You can believe whatever you want.
It's also the fact that like she is the most. Her room is the most stereotypical like young teen in a New York area. Of course, she has a trans rights.
Yeah. Also, people clowning. It was so crazy. Like it legitimately just is that trend again of like old dudes or just honestly adults like shitting on teenage girls, where they'd be like, "Oh, Gwen's suit is like a lot like the trans flag. Like it shares a lot of the colors with the trans flag." They're like, "Shut the fuck up! This suit was made in this date and it's before trans people were even real."
It is kind of yeah. Her whole universe is trans.
Coded.
World.
Yeah.
What were you
Well-
talking about on Patreon besides dead children, or is that the dead children arc?
No, just the dead children arc.
Gotcha.
Oh yeah, since we did the last podcast, aliens are real. You want to talk about that?
Have I ever told the podcast about how I saw a spaceship when I was younger?
Yeah, this is
So-
this is a harrowing story.
So when I was 8 years old, dude, this is a real story. I haven't told you this.
I just set it up like you did tell me this, so I don't know why you're changing.
No,
the
I'm just saying I
narrative
didn't
like
tell you
that.
this.
You're
breaking
so
the fiction.
bad at
I'm breaking the
storytelling.
fiction. So
Okay.
I had a camera, and I was in my back garden, I went inside. Then I went outside, and then I went inside. And do you know what the back door of the cat is?
Yes.
I looked out, and I think I legitimately had some sort of heat stroke. Do you know how when you like look at a bright light for too long, it's like that weird colorless blob?
Yeah, yeah.
I looked at that, and then I like put my eye down, and it was in the same place. I was trying to track with my eye, and it kept like flicking back and forth. And I was like, and it fell over the horizon. And I was like, that's an alien spaceship. And I was like, oh my god, I can never explain this to people. And then I went to my cousin, and I was like, did you guys see the flying disc? And she was like, oh no, it was probably a satellite. And I was like, they're trying to cover it up. And I went to my dad, and I was like, Dad, did you see the flying disc? And he was dead serious. Where?
I thought
Yeah? No, you go on.
I thought you were gonna say, I went to my dad and he was dead.
In the ground.
Like the aliens killed your father. You cannot say he was dead serious.
He was dead. He was dead.
I nearly
serious.
lost my mind.
Yeah.
I nearly lost my mind.
He's like, where? And I said, I pointed over the horizon. He's like,
You point over the horizon.
Yeah, I went like this.
Are you sure your dad didn't give you weed or something? What the fuck is wrong with you right
What do
now?
you mean? I'm
Sorry, keep.
It's my story.
Yeah,
Why
go
are you
on,
hating?
go on. I'm not hating. I'm not hating.
And he was like, okay. He was like, do you want to go see it? And I was like, no. He's like, okay, I'll go check it out. He leaves for like an hour. comes
He
back.
never came back.
he gets me a bag of Maltesers, and then you never talk about it again.
So-
I think he got abducted.
Oh, and something replaced him.
Yeah, that's why he killed himself.
Oh my god. Personally, I think that they probed him, and that's why.
If you probe a man, it's probably at least a little bit pleasant. Yeah.
Yeah. Find that alien G gooch.
Didn't they give you like antidispirant around your butthole? Like
Disparant. What's disparant?
I don't know. I just said a word. Why you hating?
That might be alien shit.
No, like
You think they give you alien shit for your butthole?
If you like, I'm gonna put my point to the camera. If you put your butt and you like spray it like that
Yeah.
guy on YouTube,
If you have his ass,
And you
so
put-
just spread your ass
and
a
you
little
put
bit.
yeah, and
So
you
just-
put like the
just-
3 fingers, and you put like
Wait, this is thumbnail.
oh like this.
Yeah.
Wait, I got it on my face. There we go, pog.
Yeah.
And you put it like around here, and then you probe in.
Put
I
what?
think-
The probe or the disparant?
No, so you get it on the finger.
Yeah.
This little
And you
finger.
go like this.
Yeah, and you put it around the butthole, and you put
Mhm.
it in.
Face the camera, pussy boy.
Tell them what you made me do. Not 5 minutes ago.
What did I make you do?
And we were running around.
I made him run home to capture something for me.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's your fault because he didn't put a piece of the camera or a piece of the tripod.
You're
in
in charge of the tripod.
That's not even true anymore.
That's
Do you want me to take it home? I
You're-
can be in charge of the tripod.
You're actually so hard.
It's crazy
Right
how
now.
it's
I can see it.
it's crazy how much you whinge. Consider I'm the one that has to come out here every week. You just sit on your tuchus.
Do you want me to like? Do you want to just turn the camera slightly to what
I think let's just turn off the camera. Let's just hash this out. No, he does all the work. I wanted to say just on aliens.
Okay.
You know how you had your alien encounter when you were 8?
Yeah.
I had my alien encounter when I was like 17 years old.
Whoa.
I was on the bus, and you know when I was in like my actual fucking depression arc.
Uh-huh.
Oh no, you didn't even know me.
No.
No, you didn't know me. Oh my god.
I'm false.
When you go into 5th year and 6th year, you actually just become like a non-human.
Yeah.
You become a skinwalker version of yourself. So I'm like this
Mm-hmm.
on the bus, and I must have been sleep deprived because what I would do at night is when I felt like I was falling asleep, I would slap myself in the face,
Uh-huh.
and then I'd wake up. And then the minute that I felt myself falling asleep again, I'd go into the bathroom, I splash my face with water so that I wouldn't have to go to sleep because I thought that when I went to sleep, I'd wake up and then it would be school.
Right.
So I preferred to be sleep deprived.
Uh-huh.
So I was so sleep deprived, looking out the window, seeing shit. This light, boom, through the sky. And I think, not that that's an alien, but I'm like, that's either an alien spaceship or it's a meteor.
Uh-huh.
And I'm sitting there like
Well,
this.
it's a 50-50.
I'm
It really
saying-
is a 50-50.
It really is a coin toss.
Right.
I'm sitting there like this. And I'm looking around. And I'm so calm in this moment that I'm thinking, we're all about to die, and I'm the only one that knows it.
Right.
And I'm thinking, should I text somebody? And I thought, no. I genuinely thought, I like that I know something that nobody else does right now. And I'm going to hold that for the couple of seconds until we die. And then we didn't.
Right.
So I knew less than everyone.
I legitimately thought you were going to be like, a woman sat down beside me, and I thought she was an alien.
Yeah, she had these like, you know,
Mhm.
this long hair and like, you
Yeah.
know,
And she had wore a tight-fitting T-shirt of some kind.
what do we think humans are? It's so difficult us trying to describe like a person like an alien because you know we've never seen women because we don't live here.
Do you like women?
Yeah, we've had. Why do we keep having this conversation? You need to accept what you are. Because as much as you know, me and him are give me your hand.
Okay.
As much as
I'm
where are you
I'm
going?
getting my big jug.
Okay. As much as me and Tommy are betrothed to one another, I love women. I love women so much.
You don't love them romantically, though.
Yeah, I do.
No.
Yes, I do.
No.
What do you think? Why do you think I love women then?
No. All the women that you love romantically hate you.
That's not true. That's not true. No.
Oh my god, we should talk about exes.
No.
Oh my god, let's
let's
talk
not
about
do that.
exes. Okay, I'll go
No.
first.
Do you even have any exes? Kind of.
Yeah, your turn.
Yeah, no.
Oh my god.
I don't want to.
Oh my god. All the people that I've ever been with have never tied the knot as it being a relationship, so I don't get to call anyone my ex.
Yeah, I guess. I just slay. I think have I? Is that that's kind of awful? Because you're like 50% more attractive than me. It kind of sucks that I've slayed more than you.
It's not true.
What's not true?
I've
Which
denied more than you.
that's crazy. It's crazy. That's the thing that you contested there. I can't. He just let the mic fall. Can't believe you're drinking water on the podcast. Trying to stay hydrated, pussy boy. That's so loud. You should have held the mic up to your mouth. You
Should have?
swallow so loud. No gag reflex, everybody.
How do you know that?
I know it.
Or if I can turn it off and on.
Yeah, I'm not gonna talk about my exes, Tommy. I'm okay.
It's good content.
It's not good content.
What for the women in the audience? Women love that shit. Sushi and drama.
I guess. I mean, I don't think we. Yeah, I feel like you gotta talk relationships to get any kind of female viewer base.
That was a good one.
They're gone now. If they were here, they're gone.
They're here.
You either have to talk relationships or be cute and British, and we're neither of those things.
I can be like Australian kind of. Free runner. I like dinos. It's so shite at
Yeah,
that.
it's I genuinely fucking hate that accent. We recorded something yesterday where he had to use that accent. It's fucking awful. You need to.
I think it adds
You
to
need
the-
to train up.
No, I think
Because
it
I
adds to
don't
the
know what you're
character.
saying. I have to say, what are you saying to me? Over and over again whenever you use that accent.
I think I have to. It adds to the character.
So, Tommy, what women do you love right now? You got
Michelle
any little
Obama.
crushes you crush
Michelle
on?
Obama. You know, lovely back.
Michael, you mean?
Oh, pardon me. Yeah, we went through this right, but the
Yeah,
the
wait.
trans investigation of Michelle Obama.
Wait, maybe we did. Wait, did I? Okay, for some reason I have a memory of saying this on the podcast, but I don't remember if I actually did. Did I ask the question, if you were going to have an Epstein Island, what would you put on it?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, I did.
That was no, that was episode 3. That doesn't exist.
Oh, wait, are we not going to upload that one?
We can upload it.
No, it's. Let's leave it as a shadow episode.
Wait, so we go episode 1, 2,
I think-
4.
That's so funny. No, yeah. I don't. No, we go episode 1, 2, 1,
This
2,
is
3.
technically episode 5.
Why? Because of the
0.
other shadow episode.
Yes.
0 sucks, dude. 0's not good.
You didn't listen to 0 like I did.
I did listen to 0 like you did.
Yeah.
I know 0. Yeah, I guess we'll just keep 3, and we can put it on the Patreon if people want to see that.
You do just need to make a Patreon. Your dad will give us money.
No, he won't.
Hello,
I don't
Pierce.
want him to
Is
do
his name
that.
Pierce or Peter?
Pick
This is
the
an honest
one,
question.
Pick the one you think is right. Pick the one you think is right. 5, 4, 3.
Pierce.
You got it. He's the goat.
Oh, Pierce. Sorry to say, your son is very.
I'd want Pierce on my Epstein Island.
No, you're just
But what would you put on it?
No, what would
Because
you do with
Epstein,
Pierce?
Because Epstein put kids on his island.
Right.
So what would you put on yours?
Goblins.
Goblin
And
Island.
they do my stuff. They do my bedrooms.
Me and my sister invented a fake play in 20 minutes about the only Gerbily in Goblin Town. Where there's no lore, but the entire play is, I'm just a Gerbily in Goblin Town.
Right.
And it's just the aesthetic of Goblinoids.
It's red-nosed reindeer. But
No,
goblin.
it's original.
Right.
What were you saying about my dad? You said he's Pierce something.
Oh, you know, Pierce, Moneybag Pierce.
No.
Because you have a Patreon, he'll give us €5 a month.
No.
Yeah, we can sit at 250.
How much are we going to charge on the Patreon?
A $5, no?
$5?
Yeah, $5 a month.
Okay, I guess. How much is Netflix now? Like 11 a month?
Yeah.
Surely we go, I guess 5.
What do you
yeah.
mean? Like, we're not doing $1 a month. I'm not sharing 50 cent with you. I'm not doing that. The tax is crazy.
Why don't you want to double team 50 Cent with me? You take the back, I take the front.
Let's double team 50 Cent is such a bar. Like, double team 50 Cent out of both of us, I'm 100%.
I have a really good idea.
Oh, you just, yeah.
You know how
I'm
I'm
not gonna do that.
You know how I'm going. You're gonna do it for me. You know how I'm going to film school.
Yes.
I'm going to school for the movie.
Yeah.
I think Tommy, I want with you,
Mhm.
right, for my first short movie, for us to film like an action movie.
Oh, okay.
Wouldn't that be sick?
action comedy?
Because I can use you like a prop, and I don't need you to act. I just need you.
I'm just like that.
No, you're just the ninja. Like
Mhm.
you just get to do ninja shit, and then we can put it up on the Woods channel, and we can be like, guys, look how sick we are. But then it's really cringe. Dude, I can literally advertise the Woods to my entire class by saying I get really good. So they show the short film to my entire class,
Yeah.
and then in the end it says a Woods production.
No, you just have like the end card that links to our podcast. And it autoplays.
No.
It's like
Credits are every single like music by, and then it's just a link to the podcast.
Yeah.
Sound, a link to the podcast.
the autoplay would be crazy though, because if your teacher doesn't do it off, it's just gonna be us like pounding each other in the woods.
Pounding each other.
Yeah, like it's going to be pounding each other in the woods. It's going to be
We
me,
want a Patreon goal for 50,000, where we fuck each other in the woods.
like 5,000.
That's so little. That's
not.
such a little.
5,000.
Tommy, if it's $5 of
Yeah, we need 1,000 people.
we need 1,000 members.
Yeah,
that's
a
so
lot.
little amount of people.
Dog, you're so the pain's gone to your head. It's actually gone to your head.
Tommy, I'm not gonna fuck your pussy for 5,000.
Well, it's 2,500. a month.
2,500 a month
Yeah.
to do that.
Well, no.
Do we
it's
have to fuck every month?
I guess because it's a goal. If it goes below and then back up, we have to like.
I'll do it again.
Yeah.
I guess.
Pierce. Come on.
Don't reference my dad.
Is it Bob?
Bob?
What's the guy that also watches?
Are you talking about my dad's friend that I referenced?
yeah.
That's Bill.
Oh,
I
Bill.
love you, Bill. Shout out to Bill.
Would Bill pay 500?
Bill's the goat.
Bill is the goat. Yeah.
Bill, just that money that you send in the card to on my birthday every year, just put that on the slide that shit on the Patreon.
God, Bill's so good. Actually.
Bill is the goat. He came into my grandfather's wake, and he said, "I saw the Patreon. He's such a goat.
Oh, he's
dude.
such a
What a
goat."
fucking goat." He was like, and I was like, "That's my fucking guy right there."
We're not
That's
gassing
my
him up. We
fucking
truly
goat.
appreciate you, Bill.
We're literally not. If Bill is watching this, I don't think he's gonna watch this episode.
Right.
But if he is, we're not burning you right now. That's sick as fuck. That's so dope.
Do you know Trump got indicted, bro? And the mugshot goes so
Wait,
hard.
just pause for a second.
Yeah.
Did you hear about that submarine thing?
Wait, what?
The
What
Titanic.
1916, submerged.
I guess I don't know.
Well, you're already done with it, are you?
I that's why I'm done with it. I'm saying that I'm using that joke to reference how fucking old the Trump indictment is already. Like nobody even cared about the mugshot.
Yeah, but no, but the first person to get it black and white, single, debut album, Trump with black and white, and he has tats, and he has bling. And it's a rap album.
It's called "Fuck to Suck."
Yeah. It's called Donald Trump Mug. And we do a diss on Donald Trump.
Okay. Do you
Right.
want? We're not the first. There's definitely already an album cover. They put like 2 X's over his eyes and a big smile.
I found this game, and it's called Fatal. You ever heard of it?
No.
I'll put the cover up, and you don't know what it is yet. Let me actually get my phone, because I think it's very important that you get a visual of this.
He's getting his phone. Just Tommy's in post-production is going to put my cock and my balls up on the screen. Tommy, can we put as a Patreon goal? Do you remember we were talking about the chastity gauge?
Yeah?
Can we put as a Patreon goal we both wear chastity gauges?
Large one for me, Kieran.
Tommy,
It's not a joke.
you mean-
We'd have to get, like, a very, very big one.
that's not a joke. he literally he pointed down here. He pointed below his pant line. You literally pointed below the U of your pants.
Yeah.
We need to get one down here.
We get a very, very large
It's
one.
crazy you're making that joke, and you call yourself a feminist.
Yeah, I can have a large dick and be a woman. You know that, right?
And be a woman.
Kieran thinks bonus holes are actually cringe.
Bonus hole is the craziest thing I've ever heard.
So this is the cover. This is Fatal.
Meat? Angel?
Mm-hmm.
Tits? What? I don't know what that is.
So, basically, it's a historically accurate Dungeons and Dragons with historically accurate mythos, right? To explain, you have to roll. Dude, okay.
Is it a good game?
No, it's probably one of the most complicated games I've ever seen in my life.
Needlessly.
No, not needlessly. There's a reason for everything.
Okay.
First off, you have to roll for your race, okay?
That's crazy. Can you choose?
No. Half of these races, everyone that's not every ogre has to eat humans.
Has to.
Has to. They don't eat anything else.
Okay.
Get sick. Every race has a specific penis and tit size.
No fucking way.
I am not joking.
Oh my
Look
god.
see the big angel guy. Look how large the sensa bar is.
What the fuck?
That's the original character he made. The original race.
Oh my god.
Mm-hmm. I censored it for this image.
I bet it looks like him.
Yeah, dude. Oh my god. Not just that, but there's also you have to roll for racial hatred, because
No way.
historically everyone hates certain races. So it's very important to your character that you are racist towards certain characters.
How do you write a backstory for this?
It just writes it for you. Oh, and then there's an individual hatred chart.
Individual hatred. What do you mean?
As in, so humans hate orcs,
Yeah.
but humans may not like individually hate orcs. So you have to roll on this table. This is the individual one.
Okay, so Quebbin.
Quebbin.
TTRPGs are a fun team-based experience.
Uh-huh.
If you're a human that rolled and you hate orcs, and two of your party members are orcs that eat humans, how are you supposed to coexist?
You don't. He said literally there's like a whole paragraph about how you need to check with your, I think it's called an edile, or edile, which is called like
It's a crocodile.
No, edile is like the GM, but it's the thing in ancient Rome that would like stand up and talk to people in a room and tell stories.
Okay.
Because this guy is so fucking cringe. And you also have, just read this.
Do you want me to read it aloud?
Yeah.
Okay.
Read the top. The very, very top.
I'm gonna do the Jordan Peterson voice.
Huh?
A racial slur is a derogatory term for a race, usually and comically to belittle or to incite violence.
You have to, if your character is one of these races, you have to refer to other races with these slurs. I am not joking.
Is this his custom race? It's called Anakin.
Yes, and read what people call them.
Human men call females hourglasses.
That's a slur. Because they're so sexy and hot. There's no other way to refer to them.
Human men call males raptors. Oh my god, this is awful.
It's 1,000 pages. Okay. I'm saying, Patreon goal, we do a full campaign.
Oh my god. Kobold?
Oh, no, those are actual slurs. No, the kobolds are actual slurs.
No, what?
Yes, those are actual slurs. Just that's the only one that's actually slurs. Don't say those.
Wait, what?
Yes.
The one that starts with F is an actual slur?
For kobold?
It says fatties.
Yes, no. So holler is fine, but the other two aren't. The two S's aren't. They're actual slurs.
Holler? Oh, that's not what I'm reading.
No.
Oh yeah, obviously those are actual slurs.
Isn't that crazy though?
Wait, why? Those aren't fake slurs. Wait, so you're just calling humans slurs?
Yeah, and then you call them fatty and poopy. Look at human. Look at human. It says
Human.
poople. It says poople.
Poople. It says poople. Guys. It says poople.
It says poople.
It says poople.
Oh, dude. Kieran, that's not even the most crazy thing. So,
Can we call this, instead of like fatal deviation, can we call this episode fatal degradation?
of course you have the gender modifiers, which females have 30%.
This is what you want your island to be like.
Yeah.
This is your Epstein Island. Wait, show me gender modifiers.
So if you're a woman, you obviously have 30% less strength.
Why? It's
Now-
a fantasy game.
Now, Kieran, listen to this. He's a statistician, right?
Okay.
If he's a statistician, 30% more than the average would be 130, and 30% less than the average is 70. Females are 50 they're like nearly 50% less because of that differential.
That doesn't make any sense. That's not historically accurate.
No, it's not. But he didn't think about it because he's a dumbass. There's cringe and also temperament. Yeah, he has the fucking biles.
Also, you're adventurers. Like, even if you're going with real life, like there are there's an almost infinite amount of women that are stronger than you or I, that are 50% stronger than you or I. Why does it fucking matter? You can just you can just be like, he's like, well, minus 30% your strength. But you're like, I'm not the average woman. I'm a buff woman. So I don't want that.
Oh, they also get they get plus 5% to kinetic voice, as in your voice is hotter. Oh, did I tell you the attributes?
No.
Oh, dude, hold on. Let me scroll back up.
The attributes are black, white.
No, when you're rolling attributes, hold on. I wrote them.
Can you not make your character? Surely you can choose these.
I'll tell you how did you get them before, but just read them out. So like it's 5 abilities, and each ability has a sub ability.
In physique, which is like strength.
Yeah.
It's like how strong you are, I imagine. Some of these subcategories that I imagine you can take like extra things in that make you better.
You think that?
Bodily / attractiveness. Or no, sorry, not bodily / bodily attractiveness.
Yeah.
Charisma is facial. So how well you can be busted on, I suppose. Reticle. What? Kinetic.
Kinetic? I think it's like how well you can touch people. It's like finesse in Beauty and Hell.
Okay. In wisdom, there's common sense.
Yeah, women are really bad at that.
No
Not joking.
way.
Not joking.
No way. No
It's
way.
awesome. It's an awesome system. How you get these is that okay.
By the way, that's too many skills, and all of them are meaningless.
You roll, let's just say, you roll 1d100 for every single skill.
Oh, what?
Yep.
Wait, so any person in the party can be...
Shit.
Wait, so do you have a physique score?
Physique score is an average of those. Oh, but Kieran, let me tell you this.
Okay.
It's not actually a D100. I lied. You roll 10 D100 for each one of these skills.
And how many skills are there?
25. And then each one you divide by 5. You subtract 1, and then rounding down, average each sub to get core ability. This is a paragraph. I put this down. 10 D100s and divide by 5, subtract by 1. It's about 200 rolls of dice. What do you think of that? What do you think of that?
I don't want to play this game. Nobody would ever want to play this game. I understand.
You can re-roll one of your stats, but you get a mental illness.
Whenever a character with Raptorphilia is near a character who is attracted to them, usually with a charisma of at least 130, they must pass a drive sub-ability check at TH17. Just use DC, you fucking idiot. 17. Or attempt to isolate and... Rape. The attractive character.
You have to.
So if you see a raptor, you have to rape it?
Yeah. Kieran, I didn't show the worst of this. This is just an example. Let's just say that much. Here is a list of mental illnesses. They have, okay.
Number 1, gayness.
Pedophilia.
You can be a pedophile.
You have to. So if you see a child,
You have to
fuck it. Isn't that so awesome?
Guys, listen next.
Yeah, dude. Real one, real twice. Pyromania, psychosis, pedophilia, phobia, and of course gender dysphoria. Isn't that cool?
Wouldn't you want gender dysphoria?
Yes, it's probably the best one. We're not done. You can read this one out. I'm so glad I saved all of these. Now, Kieran, before you read this out, what do you think this means? Sexual modifiers.
Sexual features.
Yes.
Dick size, vagina depth, girth.
Kieran, there's a vagina death table.
I'm the goat. I'm the goat. I know these fucking idiots.
Yeah.
All of these, you can throw this table up on the screen right now.
Yeah.
Roll for your vagina depth. What do you choose? Where does the choice begin? D&D is a choice-based game.
Yeah. Ew.
I guess I'm a pedophile raptor with a vagina depth of 2 inches.
Oh, it's so awesome.
I guess I'm a raptor with gender dysphoria.
And the Anakin start off with a manhood of like on average way bigger than the normal one.
No way. Wait,
It's-
hold on. Below are the optimal measures of the body. They are provided so that the sexual dimension of role-playing may be included as at the idolized discretion.
Yeah, that's the Adelize.
The areola is the first sentence of the next paragraph.
It's
The
very important.
The areola, the skin immediately. He needs to explain to the people that play this game what a nipple is. This, well, areola is not the nipple, but you know what I mean. Surrounding the nipple may vary in diameter, and according to race, gender, and age. A roll of 86 to 95 causes 1d4 bodily attractiveness, while 96 to 100 causes 1d6. Roll below to determine the diameter of the character's areola. So is he saying that you have a big areola makes you more attractive?
Yeah. Isn't that hot?
Is it? Does anybody even think about that?
I guess he's like reading about like racial modifiers, as in like in historical text. And he's like, oh, if you're like white and
Yeah,
have
you have
big
a
titties,
+1.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, so let me just say something. Whoever wrote this, you might have more. I don't want to cut you off. Keep going. But just while we're talking about this, whoever wrote that, just put it up on the screen. This is Kieran's statement moment. Is a completely unfuckable loser, and will never have sex, which is crazy. Because you know, Tommy, he's bricked up when he's writing that.
Yeah. I want you to have a look at this. Now, he doesn't just have when you start off, right?
Yeah.
You have vaginal circumference potential.
No way. No way. There's character growth. Is he saying that if you get fucked, your vagina
Yes.
grows?
Yes.
Oh my god.
This is not a joke. It's 1,000 pages of this.
1,000.
1,000 pages. It's a manuscript.
The Monopoly map is 1 page. Nipple length. Vaginal circumference potential. Yeah, so if you use the Kaioken, the nipple circumference doubles by 2, and your vag gets deeper. Should any vagina be stretched beyond the limit, as determined by the table below, which differs from woman to woman, the orifice will rip to accommodate the incoming object. First, consider all relevant modifiers. Then...
That's such a goated line.
Yeah. Then roll 1d100 and proceed to the following tables. Modifiers for vaginal circumference potential. Infant.
Yes.
Child.
Yep.
Puberty.
By the way, puberty
He
to
has
old
dead people.
Yeah. Kieran, there's a
You can fuck kids. You can fuck a dead kid in this game.
you have to, Kieran.
You have to fuck
If you
dead
have
kids.
both dinophilia and pedophilia, you have to.
I guess I'm trans and now I have to fuck dead kids. What's raptorphilia? Are there raptors in this game? Am I getting this wrong?
You read raptorphilia.
Yeah.
It's just raping people.
Is it?
It's just
Oh, I thought it had something to do with raptors.
No,
you had to
it's-
be. No, I thought you were a raptor rapist. I
No.
thought you had to be a raptor.
no. It's,
Is raptorphilia the?
no, it's
Is that a
the-
real thing?
Yes, it's a real thing. If you find someone attractive, you have it's like kleptomania. You have the urge to rape them.
Holy shit!
Wait a minute. What the fuck? 2 fingers, thick manhood, woman's fist, man's
Thick
fist.
manhood.
What?
If you say manhood, you're never getting sex.
And this is the table for the manhood, by the way. So he writes, I
Table for
couldn't
manhood.
get rid of this. So this is the table.
Couldn't get rid of this.
No, the paragraph. Read
Manhood,
this.
Manhood. The manhood of a male character is his penis. Full stop. Most males consider their manhood to be their most treasured possession. Some races value their manhoods more than others. No, sorry, it's not Anakin. It's Anakim.
Mhm.
Bugbears. Dark elves.
Oh, they're just black people, by the way.
Yeah,
They're just black people.
humans and kobolds consider their manhoods more important than the other races.
Oh, kobolds, by the way, are just slavers. Like, their whole character trait is that they can't stop slaving.
He's describing sex right now. Manhood is important for sexual intercourse. Sorry, why are kobolds are slavers?
Yes.
There's a lot of shit like this in D&D, though, to be fair.
He's just like D&D for real.
No, this is... Well, sorry, a lot of shit to do with slavery in D&D, I mean. But that's because the game is so old. and the guy who wrote it is a racist.
Yeah. He also makes
This
sure
guy is like Omega Gary Gygax. Sorry, go on.
he makes sure that if you are measuring a penis, note that this is the shortest measurable length. Take it from the top or belly button side, not the bottom or testicular side, and constitutes all that a female may take from a missionary position. He was like, my penis is so small, I need to go from the top of the belly button down because it makes me feel bad.
Wait, from the top of the belly button?
Yes, down.
But that doesn't go inside of a woman's vagina.
Kieran,
Your penis does.
Kieran, I don't know, man.
Your penis begins at the beginning of the taint.
Also, this is the charismatic facial features.
Oh my god, this is so long.
And it's just references, as in how you have to react to someone with the charisma features.
Would you want me to just read out the descriptions?
Yeah.
Inspires lust. Strangers must stare. Strangers must stare. All others must stare. All others must stare. Positively maddening. Orgasm from viewing. What is the last one?
Perfection.
Perfection. Oh, I thought, okay.
Orgasm from glancing. Oh, by the way, these can be applied to children, by the way.
That's crazy.
Yeah, isn't that cool? And every single one of these, Kieran, historically accurate. He has little footnotes that link to scholarly sources. And he has a website at the end.
They're all written by his mom.
And at the website, at the end of the website, he only accepts emails from people that list scholarly sources, so that he can make sure that they're what he wants.
Do you think that this guy's parents are proud of him?
This is maths. This is as high as this is what he thinks maths is the peak of.
Addition is the lowest thing.
Yeah.
Subtraction. How is subtraction harder than addition?
Well, if I have 5 fingers and I take away 2, how many fingers do I have?
2. Subtract. So he goes addition. Subtraction is harder than addition. Multiplication is harder than subtraction and addition. I would agree with that.
Yeah.
Division is harder than multiplication. I guess I'd agree with that.
Mm-hmm.
Then fractions.
Yep.
But fractions is kind of just division.
Oh, but it's like abstract.
Yeah. Okay. Algebra, geometry, trigonometry. Trigonometry is the entire way. Yes. Why make this table? Trigonometry is throw the table up here. It's trigonometry from here right down to here. It's all trigonometry.
Baby. What do you think of that? That was his comprehensiveness.
What a dog shit game. This guy might be the dumbest guy. You said he's a statistician.
Yeah, he's a mathematical statistician by trade. Don't you think this game is so cool? And
yeah,
you want to play a campaign
I genuinely think that we should play this on the woods. Dude, can you imagine we got a round table out into here, and we got some other friends on the podcast, and then we played this game?
I think it takes hours to make a character, though.
It definitely does. Let me roll for dick size. 2 inches.
Oh, shit. Hey, what did you get? Oh, my vagina's only 6 inches. Oh.
How do you play?
It's like Call of Cthulhu. As in, it's a roll under system, I think.
Okay.
I believe.
Who are you? Like, can you make... how do you make a personality? So do you roll the character and then you decide who you are?
Basically, your personality... You're basically like, everything in the game is personality-based. And also how you talk. So I think what he wants you to do is if you have, like, a really good... what is it called? Voyeuristic charisma. He wants you to talk very pompously. That's his whole gimmick. Yeah, I don't know why you're rolling dice in the first place, really. Because he just wants to fucking smash his big, winged 10-pack characters into other fucking thing. And fuck kids, I guess.
That's insane.
Fucking kids is historically accurate.
So he wants to fuck kids and corpses.
But what's crazy about it is that racial hatred is, like, innate.
Yeah.
To everyone. I did the maths on it. I'll put it up here.
Can you roll to not hate?
Yeah, you can, but it's so low likelihood. It's so unlikely that you don't hate everyone.
And if you do, you have to be Buddha.
You have to be ascended. I imagine he was like he read the original Dungeons & Dragons, which I'll put up on the screen, is like that manuscript. It's like what you find in like prayer books. It's very like written down like kind of
dog shit.
Yeah, you could say dog shit. It's not very formatted that well, but it has like the whimsy. It has like someone that like has this idea in his head of like this groundbreaking idea of making a combat game with like role playing. He's like, I'm so excited to make this game, And there's so much in it that's like we still use today because it's so. It is imaginative, even though it's high up his mind of mushrooms or whatever. Gary Gygax.
And a huge racist.
Oh yeah, I mean, also he didn't like Jews or something.
What do you think Gary Gygax would put on his island?
Oh, we put like he put like dwarves, like a lot of dwarves.
A lot of dwarves.
That dwarves definitely.
Roll for dick size.
Yeah, no, dwarves have big feet, so they can have like halflings as
Yeah.
well.
At ATU, which is the college that I'm going to, there's a tabletop
Yeah, I know.
club. We bring Tommy. You pretend to be the guy that made this, and you go in. And you pitch.
That's your best idea
You-
ever. This is
you-
your best idea
You
by far.
pitch the game.
Oh my
and I
God.
come in with the camera, and you say, "Don't talk to him."
Yeah.
And I have just like I'm naked, but I just have a thing around my cock, and I have a blindfold on, and you say, "Don't talk to him." Don't talk. No, he's just gonna have the camera. Don't talk to
Yeah.
him. And then I'll go like, "Are you?" like that. And then you just can't. No, he's historically accurate.
Right. And I go to them and with dead face I try explaining it. And as soon as like someone puts up their hand, I shut the fuck up. This is my game.
You point at me, and then you point at them, and I actually start to start like knocking the shit out of them.
Yeah, they're all. I'm like, I snap my fingers. You run up to the door, bar it closed. Dude, oh my god! I would love to be in the room with like the 3 women that are in this club, and I point at the diameter of my Cleoca, and I'm like, girls, it's very important that we all measure our manhood and get the average. You need to be in this.
Are you sure you want to play a man? Because I won't be able to fuck you if you play a man in this game.
I have to have homophobia.
No, just think about this for a
Mhm.
second. Because if you play a man, I won't be able to fuck you.
Yeah.
And I rolled 10 inches on my man. So
I have to use it.
No, but if you do that, you'll get a +2 bonus. If you let me fuck
Oh my god, there's pregnancy rules, by the way.
No way!
Kieran, there's pregnancy
No
rules. I
way.
completely forgot. I didn't. I got like I was yesterday. I was getting all the screenshot for it, an hour and a half. There's pregnancy rules for like miscarriages and
Holy shit!
and if you drink alcohol while having kids, there's also for like rape. There's like a negative modifier for getting raped, having kids.
Wait, what? To raising the kid?
Yes,
Holy shit!
because you have meant psychic damage.
Oh my god, that is awful.
Dude, I want to talk to him so bad.
What are the chances we get him on the podcast?
Also, he did this with like a group of his friends, so there's multiple humans like him.
Tommy, surely I reach out.
Okay, I'll be frank here, Kieran. October 25th, 2000.
That's when it came out?
That's when the website came out, and he did the
Okay.
alpha. It was absolutely horrendous, no formatting. See how like there's like nice tables there?
Yeah.
He paid an editor to do that. 1,000
Okay.
pages of it. In 2002, he released it on his website, and nowadays it is in
Derelict?
notorious among people as one of the worst tabletop RPGs. You probably never heard of it though,
No.
even though you're so Goon Cove cave. Because I look up every single RPG because I'm a manic guy and
Mhm.
I want to see all the rules.
You want to learn?
I gotta learn. And finding that in an old forum and getting linked to it by a guy in his like 50s, he's like, "Isn't this a cute little thing that I played when I was younger?"
He linked that to
He
you?
linked that to me, and I was like, "You have given me gold, pure platinum gold."
Holy shit. Tommy, what is the chances I snake this guy down?
It's 2002 when he
He
made
must
the
be like 50.
Yeah. He might be dead.
He might be dead. Because he could have been like 50 when you made the game.
Yeah. Do you think we could like?
I hope he's dead.
That's awesome, bro.
He won't listen to this.
No, maybe he will if we send him an email.
No, he won't. He'll listen to the first one.
Yeah. I'm trying to think.
If you are listening to this, roll your dick modifier and see if it gets any bigger.
Roll your vagina potential.
This is crazy. This is the best thing you've ever told me. This is gold.
I don't know how there isn't like a like a YouTube video on like a Jacob Geller video on like how like people who think they are historians can make shit that is just the
Yeah.
most racist.
Trying to make not that historically accurate tabletops aren't like kind of cool.
Okay.
Like if you did like a Vinland Saga game,
Uh,
that would be kind of cool. In the vein of like killing somebody is like really like you describe it very gory and you try to make it as like balanced as possible around like real humans and like
Mhm.
real soldiers and stuff, and it would have to be more of a war game,
Yeah.
you know. This is garbage. what he's made. He's made slop for the piggies. Is what he's made.
Do you know there's combat in this game?
Yeah. Do you have to use your cock?
Dude, there's different. So there's like different body part percentages, and I'm not
Like
joking.
Fallout, like VATS.
Yeah, like that.
Yeah.
And I'm not joking when I say that if your penis is too big, you get a percentage on like the pelvic thing.
No way. So somebody can slice at your penis if it's
Yeah.
too big,
Yeah.
and can they cut off your dick?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because there's a whole character.
What
race-
happens if your dick gets cut off, but you're raptorphilia?
Yeah, no, Kira, there's a whole race of ogres that have to eat people.
I bet. Are they just black people?
No, those are the Dark Elves. Did
Okay.
you see how black the Dark Elves are, by the way?
No.
Do you know how, like, it's black and white ink?
Yeah.
The Dark Elves are just completely black, and they have like a white outline and then a black outline. Because he didn't. He doesn't know how to shade.
Oh my god.
He's so cool. I got rid of it, but basically the Anna Kims or whatever, their penises are circumcised naturally, and everyone else's isn't. What do you think of that?
Why?
Because he thinks
Is he
that's
Jewish?
no.
Okay. Does he think that circumcised penis? Because those are the ones he made.
Yeah,
So he must think that they're great.
the women are called hourglass.
That's crazy. How is that a slur?
Because he can't describe his favorite thing in any negative light. It has to be like
Hourglass, and then
raptor.
raptor is raptor. They call them raptors, but like, it's mean because of, like, the reptiles in their past or something.
Reptiles.
Let me just.
Raptor.
I'm thinking about this. I'm thinking. Can you imagine we play this on the show?
Yeah, but we can't like play it because it's not a good. It's not. It's not
YouTube
playable.
safe.
No, it's not playable either. Like it's a bad game.
Oh, it's not playable.
Like
But all roleplay games are playable to some extent.
no, like to make a character, he's the necessary ingredients to put it up is like you need the dice D4 D20, and then you need a thing heat coded, which is for rolling the 200 D to D100s because he
Okay.
knew it's impossible to play.
Okay.
And you have to make a world generator. You have to have maps. You have to have 5mm paper. You have to have 5mm checkered paper. You have to have pencils. You have to have players as at the very bottom of the list because he knew no one's gonna play
No
this shit.
one's gonna play this game. How many people do you think have actually played this game? How many women have actually played this
None.
game?
None.
Those people that play this game that are men aren't people.
Maybe there probably is a good few. RPGs are
Weirdly, a pretty big female player base.
not weirdly. It's role play is a lot.
You think so?
Yeah, like from when people are younger. Like if you play pretend, boys usually like playing like sports because they think playing pretend with a ball is much.
Yeah,
is-
you're right.
is
Actually,
much more interesting.
You're-
When
you're-
playing
you're
pretend,
true.
playing cops and robbers is so awesome because it's all the like, I have a big gun, bam, and then they're like, ah, that's cool. I like that.
Yeah, because you get to do role play, but pretend you're not doing it.
Yeah, it's awesome, bro.
I remember we used to play with cops and robbers, but I used to be like, I want a blue beetle. They'd be like, okay. I'd be like, I can fly, so I'm fast. They go, okay. So then I'm running like this, and I'm like, slow down!
Slow down, man.
I'm Blue Beetle, I should be faster than you.
Move around, Maze. Do you ever play that game where it's like I played it in I remember in Senior Infants because I still have the book at home. It's like a tiny black notebook, like the Death Note, and it has like monsters in it. And we used to like fight each other because we're like Yu-Gi-Oh.
Mm-hmm.
And we just had to make monsters like counter each other. And I would always win because I would be like, my monster has fire type and water type, and they were like, whoa. Whoa. They couldn't comprehend that they could also do that. So I just win. And I was like, you guys suck at this. Like, yeah.
Me and my friend Francis would make up Yu-Gi-Oh fusions
Oh, that's cute.
where we'd be like, and we were like 12, so it was fair. Like we had like a course
Yeah.
where before a game he'd be like, I want to fuse these two cards, but there's no fusion. So we'd create a fusion. And we create stats for it. And then we go, okay, this is the conditions that allow you to summon it. And then we'd summon a custom fusion. And I remember there was somebody else who was watching our game, and I was like, you can't do that. And it was me that was summoning it. And Francis looked at him and said, yes, he can. With like, doomer face.
He's so good.
He's the goat.
He's the
Game Pass is like one of the best things to happen to gaming in so long.
Yeah.
It is crazy. It's just Netflix for video games, if you don't know what Game Pass is. That's just what it is.
But they don't advertise it like that, which I find interesting. Like I think what they're gonna do, Kieran, is we talked this last day about them monopolizing the thing, but cloud gaming is going to be such a massive thing in the future.
It is.
As soon
dude.
as people get 5G and you can play like Fortnite on the
no
bus.
downloading games anymore.
No, just Fortnite on the bus instantly. You like click a browser link and you're playing Fortnite.
Yeah.
That's gonna be crazy, especially for people like on Facebook. There's people that only use Facebook. That's what they think the internet is.
Yeah.
If you can click a link on Facebook and play a game,
You're so right, dude.
you can just
You're
get
so
so many.
correct.
There's just such an untargeted market
Of boomers.
and boomers. Yeah.
Yeah.
And they will actually enjoy Fortnite. Like I've
Fortnite is easy.
yeah, it's easy as hell, and it's funny as well. Like it's a shooting game. It makes
We
sense.
liked Fortnite. We played Fortnite for ages.
Yeah, we play Fortnite. But it's just I think they need to get the monopoly first in Europe. When they do, they're going to push a massive amount of money
You're
into
so
it.
correct. Yeah. Cloud gaming is genuinely on the horizon. Do you think AI games are on the horizon?
No, I think AI tools are to make games. Making a game. This is like my one thing I'm going to school for. But
You think it's about to become obsolete?
no, definitely not.
You can't really become obsolete because you need AI engineers.
Well, not even like AI engineers. There's people that are called like what are they called? Induction people. The people that put in
Prompts.
prompters.
Yeah, because it's not easy.
No, it's just like making something using AI. Like everyone in my course uses AI to do their
Keep going.
coding thing. Oh,
Keep going.
do their coding thing. But besides that, it's like it's not inherently useful yet. There's these things. Do you know what an API is?
No. Is
Yeah.
that when you like have sex and then you have a disease?
One of the things.
Have I got API.com?
Visit that website. See what happens. APIs are like how if you go to a website like Facebook, you see your friends list.
Yeah.
An API is like that, but you don't need to use the interface of Facebook. You can just you can put in the website, and your app can interface with Facebook without you clicking anything.
Crazy.
Yeah, it's magic. And if you have a AI that can do API calls and create apps, like you can just write in, I want an app that makes like food recipes. It'll just do it for you. That's fine, but making a game is so much more difficult because it can't like debug itself. That's when we get like the singularity, when like a code can write its own code. That's funny. That's funny.
I don't like that at all.
Didn't we have the conversation about when AI become consciousness with Aina?
Maybe.
Like he was
Kind of remember this.
Yeah, we were trying to describe. Remember, we were trying to describe to him about like what consciousness is, and he just didn't want to interface with us. Buddha, back of Buddha again.
Oh yeah, because like he was saying about like not the soul, but like human, because you're made out of meat.
Yeah,
Like binary is not like our brains don't work in binary, but we kind of are binary creatures.
yeah. If you don't know about the Skinner box, it's probably the best way to describe this. It's a thing with rats where you give them food if you do a good thing, and you shock them if you do a bad thing, and they'll start doing the good thing more and more. That's like what a lot of people assume our brains are if they're not like inherently religious. That is like you can do that from a large scale, but individually humans are so complex, it's ridiculous. You can get like it's well known thing. You can get like area codes for people, and you can basically map out how much money they're gonna make in their life very easily, like over large swaths of people. But individually, to know how much people make or do anything is so hard because there's so many random factors in like how we like do our lives. Especially if you think about dreams. Like if you have a dream where you do something and then you wake up and you want to do something because of that dream,
It's completely incalculable. Yeah.
what does that? How do you perceive that as someone that like put in input then output?
Vsauce made a great video about this idea. I remember I was trying to explain this to my mother, and she didn't really get what I was saying. He made a video that like near impossible things happen to everyone all the time.
Yeah.
Because you do so much. every me moving my arm like this is like 6 separate different actions that are all something a likely outcome is to happen. That's why you trip on nothing, because you walk so much. So even though it's very unlikely that you trip for no reason, you're still going to, because of how much you walk.
That was what Dream said. He didn't cheat.
Wait, Linus, tech tip drama, Texas tip.
Oh, but you think Submarine bad?
Did you hear what happened with that submarine?
Submarine, mate.
Did you hear what happened?
Titanic.
They died in the
Come
Dublin
on,
Titanic. and the
Titanic.
Dublin Titanic.
Yeah.
People died in that sea.
Linus Tech. It's got big now, hasn't it? Since I showed
Yeah,
you.
Ludwig made a video about it.
Oh, that's big.
There was a local male. Hot on the scene.
Linus Tech Tips is a PC making channel, or used to be, and recently he's been he was in charge of a company
Hot on the
called
scene.
LTTS.
I don't know. I don't fucking give a shit about
yeah.
Linus.
Penis Linus, and he became the second in command basically, and they became a CAO.
9 inches.
9 inches.
9 inches for Linus.
Yeah, but basically he did their whole company is based around we do testing. All the testing we do is mandatory. And there's this one clip of this guy where he's talking about, like, we don't do stuff like Gamer Nexus. We do our own testing in-house.
The difference between us and somebody like Gamers Nexus or Hardware Unboxed is we test new components, new tests every time.
Whoa.
Do
Really?
you know what Gamer Nexus is?
Gamer Nexus is the guys that slam them eventually,
Yep.
right? Holy shit, why are they slamming Gamer Nexus?
Because I think the guy that was talking to, like...
Is that punching down?
Yeah, hugely.
That's
he's talking to, like, the
crazy.
press, and he's, like, saying... He's like, trying to, like, hype up the company. And then they did this most shitty thing ever. First off, there was, like, this thing where they had a mouse, and it's a glass mouse, as in you have to take off the wrapper, and it can go on, like, desks and stuff. It's a very specific type of mouse. They didn't take off the wrapper. They reviewed it badly. Everyone was like, that's cringe. And it was a little drama. Then they got this $900 copper cooling device that's specifically made for the 3090, which is a graphics card for getting with the games.
It's made to be used in a PC.
Yes.
To cool the thing, right?
Yeah. They put it on upside down, put in the wrong BIOS thing, and put it on a 4090, which they didn't test.
Linus is standing over the PC trying to put his dick in it. And he's like, I'm going to give this 0 stars.
And when he does the 4090, he's like, "Oh, this is a shit device." It was their prototype. They only had one of it in existence.
You don't
yes,
exist.
you grew up liking Linus Tech Tips, and then you give him your prototype device, not for like publicity thing. He's like, "You can just test this. You know, you have a really big company. You can put it on your channel if you like. Oh, don't sell it or anything, but like, you know, it's because it's a one of a kind, and give it back to us when you're done." Okay, you're in Linus' position, Kieran. What do you do after you test and you're like, "Oh, this sucks"?
After I fucked it.
Yes,
And
you're
busted inside the machine.
"Why don't it work?"
I'm like this. I'm like 0 stars.
Right.
I send I take a little scalpel and I take my cum out of the machine.
Right.
Because I've busted on it because I think it's trash.
Okay.
Because he trashed it in reviewing it, and then he came on it. But we don't know that happened, but we do know that happened.
Huh.
Obviously, he would have sent it back.
Right. And so he doesn't send it back.
So he did that. He
Yeah,
definitely, he did
doesn't
it.
send it back.
Okay.
They have a charity auctioning.
Oh, because he was busy. He just sent it back after, right?
Oh, and the charity auction, they auction off a bunch of stuff. Not just that. They offer up the 4090 Ti with the still upside down cooler on it to a lucky viewer. And when they do that, they get like an email like 5 days later from the company like, "Hey, can we have it back?" And then some guy that's not Linus, like waiting on the chain, is like, yeah, we'll go get that." Sends them like an email back a little later. We auctioned it off.
You're wrong. Well, no, sorry, you're right. But it's so much worse.
Uh-huh.
We auctioned it off. At least it's in good hands now. Dude! You remember that?
Oh.
And then he hit him with a smiley face. He hit him with a smiley face.
It's like thousands of man hours go into this. It's not $900. It is your baby. It's like a very specific device for a very specific purpose. Puts it upside down, auctions it off to charity, and then Gamer Nexus makes a video, and this whole shit goes crazy. Gamer Nexus goes through the whole thing where they fuck up all their other testing, but that's like the biggest thing where it's like, if you see this your video, like you can't disagree. That shit's crazy.
Yeah.
And they make a video. Linus then responds on his Postbin, I think it is. Pastebin.
They have this website where a bunch of fucking sweaty, fuckless nerds write on... Sorry, by the way. You're a PC guy. They write on this forum how much they love PCs and coming inside them.
Yeah.
And Linus writes this big thing about how everyone is stupid and he's great. And it's crazy!
He's like, yeah, he just explains to people how... Okay, for example, if a company can't put it up like the right way. How is this consumer?
If I can't get it up when I put my penis inside of the cooler,
how is like a woman supposed to do this with her vaginal depth of only 2 inches?
this is so difficult. If I couldn't figure out Linus Tech Tips, the smartest man in the world, how is a dainty little woman going to figure out this device?
He makes this after the Gamer Nexus response, and everyone starts dogging him. And he takes it down, and then 5 days later, as it so happens, they make a video, and it's like this tongue-in-cheek. It's not tongue-in-cheek, I suppose, but like
Very corporate.
Yeah, very corporate. They have the CAO and like every person that's like important in the company, and then at the very end, there's Linus Tech Tips, who he's like, I shouldn't have done that, but, and he starts going off.
Can I recount?
You know you recount. You're good at this bit. He's a Linus Tech Tips.
I actually hate him so much. Linus sits there and he's like, I take full responsibility, but... Just actually...
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna hit rewind for a second.
Yeah.
The guy before him,
Uh-huh.
he's in the Linus Tech Tips N-word video.
Uh-huh.
He says, you know, the saddest thing ever. He is being abused because he says, yeah, one of my responsibilities is to put out fires that Linus makes and to make sure he doesn't get into situations like that. And obviously I've not been doing my job
He's
very
the dick
well.
cage.
And I apologize.
He's literally the chick chastity
No,
belt.
he is literally putting the chastity belt on Linus, so Linus can't get erect. And right, everyone is stupid and women are dumb online.
And he
and
failed.
This guy is like this the whole time, and then Linus is
God, you gotta like him. You respect it.
no.
You gotta
And
respect
then
it.
Linus says, "I take full responsibility," but it wasn't me. And there's this other guy that's in the video earlier. And he says, "Evan, it's Evan's fault."
Oh my God, Evan was in the video as well.
Yeah, it's Evan's fault. And earlier, Evan just has to be like, it's my fault. And he's like, it's Evan's fault. And I guess we might fire Evan. They, like, make a joke about firing Evan. And he's like, this is Evan's fault. And he auctioned off the cooler. And I had nothing to do with it. And also, I shouldn't have made that post, but I was right. And it's Evan's fault. And I didn't do anything! and then he's like, but I'm sorry. And then the video ends. No, I think he says the company is sorry.
We could get Linus Tech Tips on the podcast.
No, we couldn't.
We can get him on the
couldn't.
podcast.
No, we couldn't.
It's Aiden.
We could
the guy
get
that-
somebody from the company on the podcast, though.
Oh, wait, we forgot about the most important part. We're actually so stupid. Did you
What?
see what happened after?
No.
Oh, so like a few days after the video came out, there was a woman that said she got sexually assaulted at Linus Tech Tips. Yeah, well, I could.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Listen.
Was it Evan? Linus comes back on. It was Evan. Comes back to Evan. It was me. The guy from the Emmer video is like, I should have been putting out fires. No fucking way.
Yeah, she's like, I don't want to name names.
Stop it.
But they're getting a third-party investigation, Kieran.
Who? Oh, a third party investigation. So it's
Yeah.
not an internal investigation.
Of course not. They can't internally investigate Linus's
nobody-
pussy.
Nothing.
It's not cool. Linus has a beautiful pussy.
Linus, you came in this machine. It's crazy I was making jokes about him fucking machines when this is happening.
I really should have No, actually, no. I should have prefaced it.
This is alleged.
What?
This is alleged. Linus did it. No, you probably didn't.
No, basically, she was the media manager, so she made like 5 TikToks, and then
She's pretty important.
no, dude, she was like all the tweets on the on the LTS thing is her.
Okay.
So she had to make like all these corporate things, and if you think media managing is easy, you are the sole responder to the public for like LTT and all that.
And you are not the company.
No, and you don't get paid for being like a cinematographer for doing all the videos and setting all the shit. You just get paid for being a media manager.
But also, you don't make these decisions or know why they're made, but you still have to justify them when they are made, because people don't understand that the person who's writing these tweets, you're not the company.
No.
You're not Linus's tip
Yeah.
inside the pussy of a
Mhm.
PC machine.
Can we like go with Linus has a Cleoca? Because I think he's a really nice
what
pussy.
happened to Linus's tip? Linus has a beautiful pussy.
It would fix it so easily if he did a video, 6 minutes, 9 seconds of him going, "This is my Linus sex tips."
Linus sex tips, Linus's microchip, Linus's
Don't put it in the pit.
Linus's
Don't put it on the spit.
on the spit.
On the spit.
Spit roast.
Spit on my tip. So yeah, that's the woods, everybody.
That's the woods, baby. Linus did it.
Wubba-lubba-dub-dub.
Linus did it.
Wubba-lubba-dub-dub.
Linus did it, baby. It was him.